Fans, I'm Mark Lowe, and today we're starting out over on the tennis court. The Broncos were the only team at home this weekend as they welcomed Nebraska Kearney to town. The Lopers opened as the favorites in the affair, but were upset in 3 singles matches with a combined effort from Nefili Zafari, Pete Kamada, and Karina Yurchenko. And unfortunately for the Broncos, the upsets weren't enough as they dropped the 4-3 decision to the Lopers. The loss moves them to 5-6 on the season. They have a chance to make it back to 500 tomorrow when they travel to Durant to take on the Southeastern State. Match starts at 1 p.m. Over to the track. It was a record-setting day at the Mean Green Invitational in Texas over the weekend, and over a dozen Broncos finished in the top 10. Highlighting the Broncos is Deshawnee Leday, who broke the school record in shot put last year and broke it again on Saturday. The new record now stands at 14.22 meters, which marks 18th in the country. Kelsey Drapeau and Taylor Bean were both runners-up in their respective competitions, and Treasure Valerie wrapped up podium finishes in the 400 with a time of 55.89 seconds. Congrats to our Broncos on a great meet. Now over to the Diamond. Baseball was on the road to Joplin to face off against conference rival and number 9 in the country, Missouri Southern. In a great first game, the Broncos struck first, getting an early 3-0 lead in the third. Fast forward to the 7th, and now one-score game saw the Broncos throw up another 3 to take Game 1 against the Lions. The next few days wouldn't turn out the same. Game 2 saw the Broncos fall behind early and stay behind pretty much the entire time, getting run-ruled 11-1 after 7 innings. Game 3 wasn't much better. The Lions struck first, but the Broncos took the lead in the second. But it was all Lions from there as they put up 17 runs to the Broncos 6 to take the series. The Bear of Losses moves the Chos to 29-9 on the season, and they have a stretch of home games coming up, with the first starting tomorrow against Northeastern State. First pitch for this one is set for 5 p.m. tomorrow night over at the Wendell Simmons Field. Taking it up a notch, we're going to go to Philadelphia, where WrestleMania 40 was held over the weekend, and it was an instant classic. There were a lot of great matches over the 2-night event. Night 1 saw Rhea Ripley defend the title against Becky Lynch, a great tag team ladder match, but the main event turned best between The Rock and Roman Reigns taking on Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. In the end, The Rock and Roman won, signaling Bloodline rules for Night 2's main event. Now, Bloodline rules in short means no rules, and that could be seen throughout the main event, where WWE legends such as John Cena and The Undertaker came back to help Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns for the championship title, ending Reigns' 3.5-year reign. Overall, a great Mania that will go down in history as one of the best. Keeping on the championship theme, the NCAA Women's National Championship took place yesterday between Iowa and South Carolina, and it was a fight all the way to the end. The Hawkeyes, led by Caitlin Clark, took on the undefeated Gamecocks in the title game, and it was the Hawkeyes who led by 7 after the first. The second quarter saw the Hawkeyes start to fall off, and South Carolina took advantage, taking the lead into the half. The Gamecocks' score stayed consistent for the rest of the game, scoring 19 in both third and fourth quarters, while Iowa just couldn't seem to find the first quarter magic again, and they fall to South Carolina 87-75. This is the Gamecocks' third title win, their second in the last 3 years, and closes out a phenomenal season and gets us hyped up for tonight's men's national championship. Finally, we're headed down south to Carolina, where the Thunder were at last night to take on the Hornets. It was a rough week for the Thunder after clinching the postseason berth, dropping 3 games straight to the 76ers, Celtics, and Pacers. Last night's bounce-back game on the heels of Aaron Wiggins, who dropped 26 points in the affair, followed behind by Chet Holmgren and Josh Giddey, who both dropped 20 to help get the Thunder past the Hornets 121-118 in a tight affair. The win pushes the Thunder to 53-25 and in a very tight second place in the West behind the Nuggets and Timberwolves. The Thunder are back home for the last 4 games of the season, starting tomorrow against the Sacramento Kings. The last time the teams played was back in February and saw the Thunder come out on top. Let's hope history repeats itself tomorrow when this one starts at 7 down at the Paycom Center. Now, Shanice, Emma, the Thunder got a much-needed win last night. Think they can finish the season strong?
I definitely think that they can. I think I've been very hopeful this season, so I feel like as long as they stay confident, they can definitely do it.
Yes, and since we clinched it, we get the home playoff, which is really good, so us Thunder fans can be there and support our team.
Right. Thank you, Mark.